Hey everybody, Syntax here. Welcome to a brand new episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. As you can see, I'm here at my nice little blood altar, tier 1 blood altar that we made in the last episode, and I'm donating a little blood of Syntax blood to the bank. And as you can see, it's slowly progressing up as we got about more than halfway. It will kill you if you keep going. But one thing I did find on a little dungeon run is I found some nice little Sandrine roses, and what these guys do is you can see it offers regeneration 1, so it's a nice little beginning way. That way I don't have to drink a regeneration potion every time I have to do that, but it'll slowly gradually fill my life back up. So it's a good little way to start if you want to just have fill your blood altar up and regenerate your health back real quick. So okay, but what are we gonna be working on today's episode? So I've been doing quite a bit of work in between on mystical agriculture, and I crafted a whole bunch of seeds, and I'll show you guys what I got going on. So if we drop down into our farms real quick, I now have covered all the different types of not only ores, tier 1 through 3 as they're over here. Now we have silver seeds, we have lead seeds, we have iron, we have tin, we have bronze, and we also have copper. So we've got all these seeds going right here, and we also have, I've got nether quartz, I've got dark gems growing now. We've got mystical flowers. We've got all sorts of stuff. So pretty much all the kind of things I felt in farms. We even got zombie seeds growing over here. I've got growing in my farms, and I have made a little change. If you go downstairs real quick, you can see I've got a nice little, I'm going to call it the supply line right here. That's going to run all my farm products back to my main base real quick. And I have, if you drop down real quick, I've upgraded the pipes to item ducts to the I guess you'd call the second tier item ducts. I also have upgraded my my servos. Now these are the tier 3 servos, and it's done a pretty good job, other than I have to deal with the inferium that I get, but for the most part it does a good job of clearing out all of the stuff, and it sends it all the way down to my main base down here. And you'll take a look real quick as I've done a little bit of construction inside of my base, and we can make it up here real quick. Nice little double jump up. There we go. And we can even climb our nice little vines here all the way back to the top. Not the preferred method getting into the base, but we can do that as well. And it looks like somebody's dealing with the lightning axe again. But if we drop down here real quick, boom, we've got a whole humongous storage drawer system. And as you can see, I've done a pretty good. And one thing I came to was I've only made 2 of each flowers. And as you can see, it's done a fairly good job of all the stuff that I've been, that I've got down. Making a good amount of supply. So we got copper, we've got iron, we've got bronze, we've got silver, we've got, I think that, what is this? That's silver, that is tin, and we also have lead. And as you can see, we've got nether quartz growing, we've got even service quartz growing, and we got a bunch of redstone. So pretty much this is going to be the area where we store all of our stuff that we get from our farms. Now there is going to be one change I'm going to make after doing some thinking. Right here, this side right here, I'm going to actually make, instead of these basic drawers, the single item, I'm going to have the 4 items, because I'm going to have all my Pam's Harvest Craft stuff come down here. And it's all going to be fed through, and then going to be able to access it via an AE network, which we are going to be starting the process fairly soon. So what we're going to work on today's episode is I would like to get a little bit farther into blood magic, just a little bit, maybe craft a couple sigils I want to make, and then we'll do a little bit of work on the base, as I've got an area set up where we need to get moved into that workshop, and I need to get all this where we can get down here real quick, and I don't have to be hopping around and trying to find where is the hole back up top. There we go. Oh, and Syntax and his fail jumps right here. There we go. Okay, but I'm gonna have an area here. It's gonna be really nice. I'm gonna finish up in here. But what we'll work on at the end of the episode is I've got, as you can think, any good artist has a good work area, and I've got all these sides right here. So I'm going to do a little bit of work up here on the top as we get in preparation for the tier 2 workshop. So okay, so I'm going to get everything I need going, and we're going to start working on a little bit of black magic, and then we'll continue on our journey through progression and figuring out where we need to head next. Okay, I'll see you guys in 1 second. Okay, here we go. So the first sigil that we're going to make is the divination sigil. So what this is going to do is, it looks like it's used on our blood altar. It shows us our tier of our altar, as well as the amount of life essence that's stored inside of it. So okay, so in order to make this, I think all we got to do is throw down. We're going to throw down some of the. If we look at the recipe real quick, we're going to throw down some of the arcane ashes, redstone. We're going to have to make a sigil, and then the redstone, then we throw down a blank state, and it should make us one divination sigil. I can't even pronounce that. So okay, we're peer into our soul, so kind of scary. So okay, so here we go. So let's take our ashes. Oops, and maybe we got to right click this real quick. Okay, Pick it back up. Ashes. There we go. And then we're going to throw down our redstone. And then, as you can see, it's made a nice little, sigil right here. And we should be able to just throw down the blank slate. And it does its little thing. There we go. And very cool little animation. And we should get us one sigil once it's done. As we kind of just sit here and wait. No tool. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it does take a little bit of time. Okay, so there we go. We got one of our sigils. So very cool. Okay, so let's see what this guy does. So if we check so you can see now we've got a tier 1 blood altar with about 7 buckets of life essence. So very cool. So this is a good way for we can at least see what type of tier blood altar we're dealing with. Very, very, very cool. So okay, and our current life essence is sitting at 1,360 life points. So cool, and that is from our blood orb. So okay, very cool. So let's see what the next thing we need to craft is. So if we look at let's get our quest reward real quick. There we go. We get another blank slate. Very cool. And I think we need to make us a. Let's go ahead and make the water reagent right now. It looks like reagents are used to craft sigils and other important stuff. Only craftable in the Hellfire Forge. Let's start with the water reagent. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 buckets of water, 1 sugar, which I've got the sugar and the buckets of water, so we just need to go fill the buckets of water. Here we go. And 1 and 2. And our Hellfire Forge should have the appropriate amount. We got the gem in here with about 43 raw will, so that should be enough. So if we go bucket of water, I think it was bucket of water, and then 1 sugar. There we go. And that should craft us over time. I think it takes 2 processes to actually make the actual, the reagent. And bingo, there we go. So 1 water reagent. Wouldn't you know, good thing we saved the buckets as well. I was worried about that. So, okay, there we go. All right, so we got the water reagent. And let's see, obviously that's probably going to be used for something. So, okay, so here we go. We need to make a water sigil. Okay, so in order to make the water sigil, we're going to need some more arcane ashes. We're going to need the water reagent and a blank slate. So we'll do that again. Let's see, double check real quick. So water reagent and the blank slate. Okay, so if we drop down our ashes, and then we take our water reagent, and then we need 1 blank slate. There we go, and that should craft us 1 water sigil in about a second or 2. So, okay, while that's kind of cooking up, let's see what else we can make. So we're going to need to also make the lava reagent as well. So imagine we're going to need a bucket of lava, redstone, block of coal, and cobblestone. Okay, so that's nothing too crazy. So this should be, there we go. So there is our water sigil. And if I remember right, the water sigil is used for, infinite water. So if we were to go down real quick, we'll test it out real fast. If we were to head downstairs and go to where we need to place a water source, it will use our life points, and we can just do it right. We'll just do it right here. There we go. We should be able to simply right click, and there we go. It generates 1 little puddle of water. So, and it uses our life points for that as well. So we should have gone down just a little bit. Yep, we're down to use looks like about 100 life points. So very cool. So that is a cool little way where we don't have to actually go around and scoop a bucket of water anymore. So okay, so let's go ahead and craft us up the lava reagent, because for sure we're going to be using this here in a second. So let's grab some redstone, cobble, block of coal, and a lava bucket. We can get the lava bucket. We'll just borrow a little bit of lava. We could make it in our magna crucible, but we'll just borrow a little bucket of lava from our smeltery right here. There we go. And then we need to grab a block of coal. 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. We'll just drop this in here real fast like so. We're completely full again of stuff, so we'll just throw that right there. There we go. 1 block. Oh, look at that. We even got... There we go. Let's get rid of this silver coin real quick. Okay, so we got the block of coal. We're going to need cobblestone, which I think I got a whole bunch of cobble sitting right over here. And I think that should be everything that we need. Other than we're going to also need... Let's put these cookies in here for one. We need some redstone. There we go. Okay, so let's go back to the Hellfire Forge real quick. And we'll drop in... How did it go? It went bucket of lava, coal... Okay, so there we go. So we got the coal here, bucket of lava, and then it was redstone and cobblestone. Bingo. And this should net us 1... What was it called again? Lava reagent. Okay. And there we go. So the lava reagent, and once again, it did not use the bucket, but it did use a little bit of wheel. As you see, we've got, that used quite a bit actually. So we might have to go do a little bit more mob killing, but okay, there we go. And we get a loot bag, and we also need to get, we got the water sigil to actually, you know, before we do anything else, we are running a little bit low on space, so let's just use temporary syntax dump chest, right? We'll use, I think I had an extra chest right here for now. We'll just throw this stuff in here real quick. Give us a little bit of room to work. Here we go. We'll just throw that bag in there, and we'll keep these sigils as well. There we go. Okay, so I imagine we're going to use this this lava sigil real quick. So let's grab first our reward for our water sigil. So we're going to need to make the lava sigil. Now, actually, this could come in pretty handy because I seem to always need a bucket of lava. So, okay. And this one costs a little bit more. As you see, it costs 1,000 life points. And we're going to need to make basically the same reagent. So more ashes, lava reagent, and a blank sigil. So let's just throw that stuff down again one more time. So we'll go ashes, and we're going to go lava reagent, and then one blank slate. And bingo, that should cook us up one lava sigil. And very cool. So it kind of makes me feel like I should have maybe got into this a little bit earlier. That way I'm not running around getting lava all the time. But this should be able to give us an endless amount. So, okay. Yeah, I'm on. There we go. So there it is. So one lava sigil. Very, very, very cool. So, okay. And let's get our reward as well. I do like about this pack is that every time it was basically used the sigil or a blank slate, and we got one right back. So very, very cool. So, okay. So now that is our third sigil. So, okay. And we got another blank slate. So, okay. Now let's quickly take a look at anything else that we can make. So if we go sigil, and we can spell it right, it's S-I-G-I-L. There we go, I-L. These, as you can see, there is a whole bunch of different type of sigils. So we've got swimming sigil, we've got an ender sigil, a mini portal to the end. I'm sure that guy is going to cost a lot. So lightning, divinity, we got sigil and air sigil. That one's pretty cool. Lava, we've got ender servants, we got compression, phantom bridge. That sounds like something that maybe we would use to construct a temporary bridge to go across. Seeker, fast miner, signal of haze, suppression, all sorts of different kind of things we got. We got a blood lamp, sigil. Obviously, that's going to probably use to light up some area right there. So all different kind of cool things that we can use to kind of help us with, just kind of interacting with the world in a kind of unique kind of way. So, okay, so let's see what we got to do next on the quest line. So we've pretty much got everything knocked out over here. So we need to make also a coat of arms. And let's see, this is going to be some blank sigils and all this stuff. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to, give me a second here. I'm going to kind of progress a little bit here. I'll make some of this stuff right here off camera. We'll come back and see what else we have to go. It looks like we're going to have to maybe expand out this way a little bit. So, okay, I'll come back in 1 second once we're ready to kind of progress a little bit farther. So, okay. Okay, we're back. So I did a little bit of a progression. As you can see, I moved away over here, and I ended up crafting a lava crystal, this incense burner, which turned out to be pretty cool. So I set it down over here, and what you know that the sacrificial dagger, once this altar was sitting here, began to glow. And check out what it does. So now, before I had to click it one at a time, to get to draw the blood out. Watch what it does. Automatically takes me almost down to 1 heart, and it fills a whole bunch with a little bit of a bonus. It's about 2,000 life essence gets put into the blood altar. So pretty cool little effect from this altar right here. So, and it also, according to what I read, the more stuff that you put around it also will give you that bonus, or that multiplier will go up. So pretty cool little thing. So what we need to craft right now is we got to the point where we need to make our tier 2 altar, and it took some blank runes. I had to make a bunch of blank runes. So I went ahead off camera and I got everything ready to go, as you can see. So all we can do is we should be able to come right over here to the advanced crafting table, and we can pick this stuff up real quick. And we should be able to just hit our blank rune or our tier 2 altar. So let's see. So what we need to do is let's go back to right here, and let's see. So we're going to need, and I think I probably can just shift click these. It's probably the easiest way of doing it. So let's go down here real quick. Blank rune. We should be able to shift click 8 of these guys in. So, oh, maybe not. Maybe I did a little calculations wrong. So, okay, so we got 4. Actually, that's correct. How many do we need? So we need a little bit more. So, okay, so I'm going to need, looks like we're going to need some more silicon plates. So let's get some more silicon going. Syntax, once again, has failed at math. So let's throw this into our compactor real quick. There we go. And I think that should be it right this time. Let's see. Those. Oh, we're going to need some more of these compressed. We're going to need 8 of these guys as well. Actually, no, we don't need silicon. What am I doing? Here we go. So we're actually going to need the black quartz. So, okay, there we go. I promise you, I show you when I struggle as well, or when I make mistakes as well, so it's just not always the good thing. So, okay, so we actually can put these back. We don't need those real quick. So that's cooking up. But also, while that's kind of going, what I did too was I did a little bit of more work in between, because it took a lot of progression, and I ended up getting some cool crust rewards. So if you look at back in Mystical, I want to say it was under Ores, Alloy, and Smeltery, the rewards you get for Manlium, you get a Manlium seed. It's a tier 5 seed, so pretty cool. So what I did end up doing was I threw that into my farm over here. So now I also have that stuff going as well. So I would like to, at some point, once I get a nice little stockpile, we're going to be making some weapons with this. So, okay. So let's see. Let's grab these quartz plates real quick. We can make one more. Should be able to craft one more. And then we're just waiting on the last 4, 2... and then we'll be able to craft us one more. And while we're doing this, we can start placing down the runes around the altar to upgrade this to the tier 2 altar. So what you should be able to do is just remove these guys right here. And if we get our blank runes, and we just simply just go right around. 3, 4, 5, 6. And our last 2 should be done by now. There we go. Okay, and one more time into the crafting table. Bingo. And that now should give us, if we get our sigil out real quick, we can check this as we go. This should give us a tier 2 blood altar. There we go. Just took a sec for it to register. So there it is, tier 2 blood altar. So what that is going to do is going to give us a bigger pool of life sensors we can put in. So pretty cool stuff. Okay, so is there anything else we can craft real quick? So we've got this. We should have got our quest reward back in Black Magic. Of course, it didn't give me credit for it. Okay, let's pick it back up real quick. We want to make sure we get our credit. There we go. And one thing about this, whenever you're doing this, it'll drop it back down to a tier 1. But as soon as you drop the, the blank runes down real quick, it goes right back to tier 2. So let's just drop this back here real quick. And if we can do it correctly. There we go. And bingo. And that should put us back to, once it registers, there we go, tier 2 altar. So, okay, so what do we get for this? We get more. Oh, thank God we get some blank slates, because that was a ton that we needed to get to the point. So, okay, so that pretty much ends it over here. So now we need to go up and make a blood infusion. What we'll do is maybe we'll craft this guy real quick. Let's see. I don't think we should have everything we need for this guy. So let's see. I think I had got cooking up the bronze plates. We're going to need some silicon plates. So those guys are right down here. We need 8 of these guys. We're going to need a regular old brick oven. Or not brick, that's gravel. Regular old cobblestone oven. So we need 8 of these guys real fast. There we go. And what else did we need? We needed... okay, cleaning tubes. So we need green cleaning tubes. I think I've got... there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just need some iron. For some reason, I always tend to grab one more than we need. Here we go. Okay, so there's our cleaning tubes. Okay, and what else did we need? We needed our blood infusion cores, which, where did I put those guys? Oh, I already got them on me, so let's see if we can actually... blood infuser. Let's see if we can click this guy and see what we're missing. The blood infuser. There we go. And we got to make sure we're on the advanced crafting table. There we go. And so we're missing just... okay, so we need 1 stone tank. And here we go. We got the stone. And I've got some glass in here. I think it's 12. Here we go. There's our stone tank, and we need to get some wood to make 1 oak chest. There we go. Okay. So let's see if that did the trick. Oh, you know what? And 2... we need one more thing. We need, most importantly, we need the 2 dark gems. There we go. So now we should be able to click in. There we go. So there is our blood infuser. So this guy is going to use blood to infuse items with blood. So basically, those dark gems we can make you know, the what do they call, the blood gems? I think is what they call them. Yeah. So okay. so there we go. So we get a rare loot bag, 10k coolant cell. Very cool, and as you can see now, it is branched out to some other stuff. We need to make a bowl of empty promises, and that's going to take the dark power gems. Now we can use in our infuser, so it's just going to take a little bit of blood, and it's going to make a dark gem, and it's going to transform into a dark power gem. So let's just throw this guy for the time being. Right, we'll just throw it right over here for now. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so that should wrap up. You know what we'll do is, I think we'll wrap up blood magic right here for today, and then because I want to do one more thing on today's episode. And I would like to do one little bit of, remodeling, or not remodeling, but designing for the top, because I want to get moved into that workshop as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is, let's come right up here. I'm going to do my little time lapse like usual, but I'm going to design an area because I would like to get out of this building into this building, so that we're currently working out of here. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of work inside here as well, because not only do I have items running all the way down to this base, I need to have power, and I want to redo my power, and I think we're going to handle that in the next episode. But if we can get the designing of the workshop up here, the work area down, then that would save us a lot of time, and we can get actually moving and working out of this main shop. So, okay, so I will be right back once we get a nice little area designed. Okay, see you guys in a second. All right, my little griffin friend, let's take a look from the air and see how we did. As you can see, I've got 4 platforms now that I've banded out on the new workshop, and let's take a look at the air. So, okay. Oh yeah, very, very, very cool. So, okay, and one thing you did notice is I subfloored everything on these platforms. That way I can make cables and stuff run really clean, and they're not going to be seen. So, man, this is it's coming together. I know, guys, it's coming together slowly, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. You guys are you're going to be like, wow, Syntax actually made something pretty cool. I promise you guys, it's going to come together, and it's going to look really good. So, okay, so I think we're going to wrap the episode up right here. We did a little bit more, work on blood magic, got the tier 2 altar, and we're one step closer to moving into our new and improved workshop over here in this area. So, okay, do me a favor, if you haven't already, please drop down, subscribe to the channel, like the video, it helps me grow, and also leave a comment if you want to see something. I got a little bit of room left here on this island. Over here, I kind of have an idea what I'm going to do, but if you want to see something, a design of some kind down there, just, let me know down in the comments, and I'll do my best to accommodate you. So, okay, so we'll see you guys on the next episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles on the Patreon server. Okay, all right, take care, everyone.